What does it mean to flee your home, seeking safety? What does it mean to be a refugee?
First of all, you see a little black dot, and you think, what's that? Is it a whale? Is it a fishing boat? And then, as it gets closer, you begin to pick out the red, and you realize that they're life jackets.
Acclaimed British photojournalist Tom Stoddard has covered war and humanitarian crises all over the world. But nothing prepared him for what he saw on the beaches of Lesbos in Greece.
You begin to pick out the faces and the expressions. I hadn't realized how emotional it would be. You okay? Yeah? What's your name? What's your name? I'm Tom. Zeina. 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 Are you okay? Do you want me to carry this for you? Let's go. Are you coming back to Newcastle with me? You'll find all the men in England are like this. Ah. Okay, slowly. Literally thousands of life jackets, and each one of them is a life. It's a person that's been wearing one. Sorry. Then everyone's gone. The people have gone, and they're off on the next stage of this amazing journey.
Mexican photographer Graciela Iturbide's pictures hang in major museums around the world.
Qué elegante.
She approaches her subjects like an anthropologist, recording the rituals of everyday life.
Para mí la fotografía, como siempre he dicho, la cámara es un pretexto para ver el mundo. En este caso, vi lo que sucedía y creo que ahora yo tengo la responsabilidad, no nada más con mi cámara, sino con mi actitud de salvar este tipo de situaciones. Buenas. Voy a tomar una foto. Ay, gracias.
In the slums of Buenaventura on the west coast of Colombia, she meets the internally displaced, people who fled to escape gang violence, guerrilla warfare, and the drug cartels.
¿Tú me ayudas? ¿Me ayudas? Tú te traes mi bolsa y yo tomo fotos. Vamos conmigo, vente conmigo. Acompáñame a tomar fotos. A ver qué tomamos. Ayudante.
A su madre, vieja loca. A su padre, borrachín. Yo me casé con un elefante. ¡Pim, pum!
Ay. Uf. Mis ayudantes son increíbles. No tener patria, no tener identidad casi, perder lo que tienes como identidad con tu patria y con tu familia y con... es casi la pérdida del alma.
It's a common African Muslim belief is that your mother is the one who holds the key to heaven, because if she's happy, God is happy.
Senegalese photographer Omar Diop usually works in the world of fine art and fashion. This is the first time he's ever set foot in a refugee camp.
I can't help feeling that it could have been someone I know, it could have been me.
He is in Cameroon to shoot portraits of refugees who fled the violence in the Central African Republic.
See, simplicity is a challenge. No makeup artists, no tailors, no stylists. She's so calm. Omar, anime à tout. Dis-lui que je vais prendre d'abord une photo pour lui montrer, pour qu'elle voie, et puis après on va en faire d'autres. Je sais pas. I can feel what they are saying and what they are wishing for their children. Merci.
Tom Stoddard is still following refugees who landed in Lesbos a few days ago. They're now in the center of Europe, stuck in a no-man's land between Croatia and Slovenia. Here, the mood is more desolate, and the welcome cold.
It's really bad, actually. Mohammed, yeah? Oh, good. The rain was torrential. It was just sheeting down. Everyone was soaked, miserable. Each one of them's got a dream. Each one of them's got a reason for leaving their homes and coming to Europe. The photographs show the darker side of this journey that they're on.
Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist Lindsay Addario has traveled the world covering the horror of war and its aftermath. This is the first time she's been to Myanmar. She's here to document the plight of the Rohingya Muslims, a minority forced into internal displacement.
It's clear that it's very difficult to get access to the Rohingya and to photograph them.
This community lives confined to a small strip of land on the western coast. The only semblance of freedom they experience is by the sea.
They can't leave, they can't work, they know their boundaries.
Like right next to them here on this side.
In the hospital, things are much worse.
It's almost impossible for anyone to get any sort of medical treatment. They're not allowed outside of the camp, so they just die.
It's here that Lindsay meets Moriam Katu.
When I first met her, she was sort of just leaning against this wall crying because she was in so much pain, I imagine, and she just couldn't breathe. She basically knows she's dying this slow death, and there's no one to help her. She decided to go home.
Lindsay goes to the village looking for Moriam.
People need to understand the plight of refugees and the fact that no one wants to leave their home and no one wants to be a refugee. This is something that is forced upon people.
Super. Can we come in? Can we come in? It's depressing.
Finally, she finds Moriam.
She doesn't look good.
No.
Apparently 10 days after we left, she died.
Muy bien. No, este sí no, porque se vela. Si le cae luz a las fotos, cuando les cae luz se velan y ya no salen fotos. Hay que hacerlo con mucho cuidado, mira. Te voy a enseñar. A lo mejor un día eres fotógrafa y te enseño. Mira, aquí ve.
Back in Colombia, Graciela is giving photography lessons.
A ver, ahora vamos a tomarles a los míos, pero los otros vénganse para acá. Ay, mira. Espérate, espérenme, qué bonitos. Espérate, ahorita te la presto. Mamma mía. ¿Te lastimaste? Lo que más me impresionó es esta esperanza que tiene el ser humano por salvarse, aunque hayan padecido lo peor. Esta esperanza que les da fuerza para seguir adelante. Muy bien. Desafortunadamente, la fotografía no salva al mundo. Los que tenemos que salvarlo somos nosotros, no la fotografía.
I like this idea of reducing people just to their facial expression, to their face. Hopefully feel a bit more vulnerable, more intimate. You feel like, oh my God, these people are not as threatening as some people assume all immigrants are.
German-born Martin Schürler's high-intensity portraits have appeared everywhere, from National Geographic to the New York Times to Vogue. Today, he's got a very different group of people in his Manhattan studio. Meet the New Americans, recently resettled former refugees.
It's great to showcase people that are going through this hardship of having to leave their country and making a new home for themselves.
Patricia came to America as a refugee from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
So you just got here 3 months ago. Is it super bright? Do you feel like you're squinting or you're okay? So it's really, I can show you a Polaroid in a minute, and then I can prove to you that you're so beautiful. You know that already from looking in the mirror, but... That's just Polaroids.
Photographing Patricia was very sad in a sense that her story is so heartbreaking. She fled the Congo, her dad was killed in front of her eyes, and she was raped and left for dead. She just got here 3 months ago and said she finally feels safe.
Great, thank you so much. All done.
Welcome.
Good morning. How are you, young lady?
It's just so shocking to see what people have to overcome in their life and what a long journey it is to get here.
Okay, young lady. Which color do you want? One is for you, one is for your brother. This one, okay.
I wish I could have gotten more out of the Syrians. Couldn't communicate with them.
Maisa. Like a princess, like a queen, like a queen.
It turns out not everyone wants their picture taken.
I love you. وانت بتقولي لماما I love you. يلا يلا خلص الصور ليك طرفي صور يلا صورة مش هنقول مش هنقول هاي جميلة حلوة ما سابق اخذ لك صور على الرضا من لك happy birthday to you. ما بدك happy birthday to you؟ شو بدك لك؟
Okay, Maisa, you look like a little princess.
يلا هون
You can stay there. Maisa.
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 No,
okay, don't worry. Thank you.
4-year-old Maisa from Homs in Syria won't have her picture taken.
She's so cute.
Maisa's mother, Sohar, is less reluctant.
A little better now with the brightness. Better?
I think it's just overwhelming. You have overcome incredible hardship to even come here. You're uncertain about your future. You're uncertain about where you will be in 5 years. So it's a very vulnerable time in somebody's life.
Finally, Germany. Tom Stoddard and the refugees have reached Berlin. This part of their odyssey is over.
The shot is like a little bit of the tree and then the water and the bridge in the background, you know. Just a little further, the other way. That's it, thank you, yeah. Thank you very much. Think like that for me, please. Okay, there, that's good. There, hold it there. Think about what you've been through there.
We came by swimming from Turkey to Greece. We didn't stop at all. We just swim. With my friend Selim. Sorry, we arrived. Thanks God. I will shout and jump. Even I were tired, but I jumped and cried and so happy. Of course, there is somebody don't like the refugees to come to Germany. Of course, they are true because we are so much numbers. I guess 1 million person in Germany. Yeah, it's a big number. But the other side, you can find so much nice people.
I'm hoping that the viewer can look into their faces and see courage and determination to carry on.
So here I'm just thankful for everything in the life because I am now alive.